Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome for today's video. Inshallah, today's video will be about Surat Alzalzala. So, Yawm Alzalzala, we mean by Yawm Alzalzala, the day of judgment. The day of judgment. So, Alzalzala, it's the earthquake when the ground starts shaking or shivering. So, that's Zalzala. Okay? So, I think we explained that before. So if we have a great object, it has many names. This is because the variety, because of the characteristics that object has. So the day of judgment is very, very important, very scary, very frightening day, and it has a lot of characteristics. Okay. So one of these characteristics, so the ground starts shaking, start pushing the dead people out of it. And one, there is a remarkable like feature of that day. Everything you come up with, it will be upside down. Okay, we live in this earth for million years back. So every day, so the sun rise and set. The sun rise and set. So the sun give us is the main source for the light. So it will be turned off. The sun goes from the sunrise. Okay, then the sunset. Okay, there will be something else. Okay, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you start seeing the sun from the different from a different direction. Okay, so the ground is fixed, so the ground starts shaking. The mountain is fixed. Okay, it keeps the planet steady. No, they start moving. So the mountain is powerful and harsh. Okay, it start being like fluffy. Okay, so we, like, if you had a dead people, so we dig down to the ground and we put them so it swallow them. No, it start pushing them up. So the like seas, so the water breaks down the fire. No, it start boiling. So everything, it will be everything like will be upside down. Okay, every like thing you come up with, it's going to be changed. Okay, so one of these aspects, so the ground start shaking. The ground start pushing the dead people out of it. The start we come up with something. If you want gold, if you want any like metals, so we dig down, we start mining to get them. No, the ground start pushing them. Okay, the ground start pushing like a pure piece of gold, pure pieces of silver. So the humans start looking to these objects and start saying, we're killing my brothers. Okay, we're killing the people to get gold, to get silver, but it uses nowadays. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala giving us a small vision of what's going to happen in the day of judgment. And the surah named that name because like the surah is talking about the day of judgment and what's going to happen to the ground in a specific way. Okay, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala giving us a ration of what's going to happen with the ground in a specific way in that day. So the ground, إذا زلزلت الأرض زلزالها وأخرجت الأرض أثقالها. Okay, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us the ground start shaking. It's like earthquake. أخرجت الأرض أثقالها. So the ground swallowing the people, and there is a lot of like metals and a lot of minerals like inside. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us like symbolization of someone is vomiting. So the ground is started to vomit the dead people out of it. Okay, so we put them to the ground. So now the ground start pushing them out. So the ground start pushing the metals out, the silver and gold and the other stuffs, pushing them, vomiting them. In that case, so the human will start asking, قال الإنسان ما لها, start asking what's going to happen. Okay, Allah says, يومئذ تحدث أخبارها. So the ground right now is start telling Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala about what the people were doing on its back. Okay, بأن ربك أوحى لها. That's going to happen because of Allah subhanahu order, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told her to talk, let her to talk. Look, all of things that we are doing in our life, all of our action that we are taking, all of the decision, all of our interest will be classified for two things. Okay, will be spinning around two things, no more. Okay, if you are going to eat, drink, you're going to marry, get another position, buy something, sell something, do any action, it just regarding two things. Okay, the first one is going to be in you or against you, is going to be in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's sake or against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's sake. So in that, when the ground start talking, is going to talk about the people action with whether it's going in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's sake or against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala telling you, if you have a shred or a small bag of good, you will find it in your book. If you make a shred or a small bag of action, bad action, you will find it in your book. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala telling us that if you want to take any action, just think about it. Okay, whether it's good or bad, for what's going to be counted in for you or against you. So the Zalzala, Yawm Zalzala, is the day of judgment, and the surah named by that name because it's talking about the earthquake, what's going to happen. So to make it short, the ground starts shaking, vomiting the dead people, pushing the dead people, and minerals and the metals, gold and silver, and the very expensive stones, diamond, okay, out of it. And the human will be very surprised, and he start asking what's going to happen. The earth is going to give him the answer about everything that is happened from the Prophet Adam till the day of judgment happen on its back. So you have to watch your deed, okay, to think more about this is going to be counted for you or against you, because whatever you do in this earth is going to be shown in the day of judgment. That's for that day. Jazakumullah khairan. See you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum.